Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Always so happy to find you here. I do upload on Mondays, Thursdays, and a short philosophical upload on Fridays to kick off our weekend. I'm happy to find you here. Welcome to any new subscribers. It's my delight and pleasure to know that you're here, and I hope you stay for a good long while. Remember to please click like and subscribe if you haven't by now. I wanted for this topic to share some billboards that I have been seeing and an advertisement that's a local channel advertisement that has been kind of my eyebrow raising for myself. And I'm thinking for these billboards to be there, there must be a business line, there must be an interest to advertise for it. And for there to be an actual commercial that's running and running, it must be paying off to some degree. But what I'm referring to is seeing signs of psychic centers. Now, whatever your thing is your thing. But they were never advertised before. Openly. So openly, it's almost like if you're going to go see a psychic, who can tell you where to find a psychic? You're not going to open like the yellow pages back in the day and find one. But now they're like set up businesses. I've noticed for a while now. But I think the thing that caught my attention was this past weekend seeing a commercial of a pastor who was calling himself a deliverance expert. Contact me, I can connect you to God. What else did it say? I'm an expert at, he said something like, I'm an expert at helping you get your prayers fulfilled. I can pray your way, is what he said. Oh, it was, oh, it was definitely make you stop. It made me stop and go. I think I'm wanting to share this because everything in that is a flat lie. I don't need you to deliver me from anything. You have I who need I don't need you to connect me to God. I can do that myself and better than you because he knows the sound of my voice as me, not you. I don't think any of us need you or even need to believe that. Now, I don't know who this pastor is. You probably never see this, but just the boldness of it to help facilitate the answering of my prayer. All of this is tomfoolery, and I denounce it. Nobody, I don't care how well prayed up you think you thought you were, nobody can answer my prayer or your prayer for us besides the God by whom you're praying to. So what makes you think you have the bold audacity to advertise that? To me, it is sacrilegious. You go connect me, a person as strongly spiritually based as I am, in particular, to God. That's unbelievable. Please. No. uh-uh. Mm-mm. I'm wanting to do a post like this because there's people that would fall for that. There are people that in their times of weakness or underdevelopment or lack of knowledge are desperately trying to get a prayer through, but don't feel they're capable on their own, will fall for that. And this is how people fall astray. And this is how cults happen. This is how following a demigod occurs. All of that when you're unable, because of the position by which you're in right now, a position of great desperation, unable to see the wolf behind the sheep clothing, is what I'm saying. Be very careful. Be very careful with who you trust with your spirit, soul, or energy. Very careful with that. And I was just actually, I think I was offended by this pastor who felt so, the commercial was so, it was salesmanship is what I heard. It was what he can do for you. I never heard anything like that. In past times when I heard an invitation, it was never for a pastor to do something for you. It was an invitation to come worship with our church. It was an invitation to come to church and bring your family, and how that you will be embraced by the church, and you will be studying from the Bible, and how you will be learning, and how there's a children's church for your a children's department for your children, and all of that. It was never an advertisement that would promote connecting you to God, because in your behalf, or helping you facilitate a prayer to be answered in the way you want it answered. Well, see, now if a prayer is answered by the way you which it was answered, then there is no need for God at all, or for him to do it in the way that you want it done specifically. So now he's Santa Claus, or now he's some fictional character that would just answer your prayer. I've never known God to answer a prayer exactly precisely as a person would want it, ever, because that removes God's mystery and the encapsulating of God's great wonder, because you had a specific prayer. Well, this is nonsense. So when you start even thinking that someone can do that, first of all, the greatest connection to God is the one you make yourself. Not your mother, not your father, not your sister, not your brother, not the courts, not an experience, not a hardship, not anything. But while you connect yourself, now your friends can help. Your friends or loved ones or someone who cares for you can help get you in the presence, meaning invite you to church, or pray for you, or to share with you, or have a conversation with you that will at least get you to embrace and bring God closer to your life. But they can't make that connection for you. The Bible even says that. We, and this pastor included, and I'm not some theologian, I'm talking about life experience at this point, as far as spirituality and religion is concerned. We are nothing but a tool to introduce a person to God, or to a higher being, or whatever you want to call it. In this case, this pastor who's promoting himself as deliverance expert is really nothing more than a fork to be, I could call it something else, but a fork by which you are to be fed. He's not the food that will nourish you. He's not the meal that will help you. He is the utensil. Because really, if you are that hungry, a fork doesn't matter. The food itself does. So we're nothing but a tool to connect in behalf of God, not the agent that'll make it happen. You are the one that will connect to God, or your higher source, not someone else. All the other person can do is be a tool by which you can find, discover, learn, embrace God if you don't know how. The Bible is a way. Relationships is a way. Studying is a way. Ministry is a way. Getting involved with your church or your community is a way. But no one is such a divine deliverance expert that they are going to stand in the stead for God in your behalf and make things possible and bring it to the full fruition. If you find that ever, make sure you realize you're speaking to a fool, and run the other way. Okay? So to have such a commercial, I mean, it's just, I couldn't believe it. I was like, is this dude is actually promoting himself as a deliverance expert to help somebody facilitate a prayer to come forth? Come on, stop this nonsense. This is nonsense. Don't fall for it. You've gotten this far, please click like, drop your comments if you've ever seen anything as ridiculous, as ridiculous, as ridiculous as this is. And if you believe in, psychics and you feel you need to see a psychic, more power to you. But at the end of the day, we all believe what we choose to believe. Just don't fall adrift by it. It's what I'm saying. Don't lose your way trying to find your way. Okay? Don't lose your way trying to find your way. Be very careful with that. Okay? And whatever you do, click like and subscribe. I love you. See you next time. Bye.